Good morning, YouTube. Allo Ranger 0215. I figured today I might show you a few of my smaller kits. Um, all of these are something that you would take out like for a day hike, or just to be sure that uh, you wouldn't have any surprises out there if you did get stranded or did get caught by darkness, or a situation like that. The first one is my Camillus. Um, And what I've done with it is I've attached some Ranger bands to the sheath, and I wrapped it in some 550 paracord. I've added some duct tape and some electrical tape to it, a big rubber band. And what I do, this is an emergency blanket, but this could be attached to the back of it under the Ranger bands, the same way that I've done this fire striker on the front of it. And with this, I have a upholstery needle that could go up under the Ranger bands, and a few safety pins. Also with this one, I have a whistle that just goes around your neck, and on the cordage of the whistle you could clip anything that has a clip to it, you could add to it. And with this one, or with all of these kits, I usually take a good aluminum bottle, and it has a clip that could be attached to your belt loop. But if you're boiling water with one of these, always take the top off, because when water is boiling it builds pressure, and I've heard of these things exploding. So be sure you take the top off before you start boiling water with them. The next one is a neck kit, and what I've done is I've made a small leather bag, and on the bag I've attached a necklace or harness to it, and I've put on a neck knife. But inside of the kit, a good idea is a couple of the plastic Ziploc bags just for gathering water. I have some duct tape. This is the inside layers, the inside strands of the 550 paracord, about 15 foot of it. I have a needle with both of these. It could be good for patching tears in your clothing, or an emergency sew kit in case you were injured. But I have a rubber band attached to it. I have a small fishing kit with hooks and sinkers and a float. I have a small pocket knife for doing smaller chores around the camp. An LED flashlight. Also a couple of safety pins, cotton ball soaked in Vaseline, a compass, and this is the Frostmore kit. And the same thing around the sheath of it. I put some 550 paracord and a flint striker, some duct tape, Ranger bands. And of course, this is a knife. I love this knife, by the way. And I have a can opener with a spoon, a sewing needle. This is one of the 5-in-1 tools. It has a whistle. Around the outside I've wrapped duct tape. It also has a small flint striker on the side of it here. Has a rubber washer to keep everything from getting wet inside of it. This is a top that screws onto it. It has a mirror inside. I've wrapped the outside of it in duct tape, and a compass. Inside of it I keep a couple of safety pins, some bread ties, waterproof matches. I add a striker to that. And to supplement all of these kits, I always try to take a bandana. It's good for first aid. None of these kits have a first aid kit, but with this and some duct tape, you could make just about any bandage you needed. So I always take a good bandana. And just to show you that you can make a kit out of just about anything you have around the house, an old Tupperware container. This happens to be a camera case, and inside of it is pretty much the same things that these other kits have. An emergency blanket, 550 paracord, Ranger bands, knife, multi-tool. By the way, this is a multi-tool that I usually keep in one of these kits, whichever one I have with me for today. But it has a clip that can be clipped on to any one of these kits or onto your belt loop. And another thing, you can always find these out in the woods. It's just a tin can for boiling water. The most important thing about survival is always having enough water to drink. This one here, I've just attach a piece of baling wire to the top of it just to hang over the fire. And you maybe could find one of these out in the woods. Around here I know you can. Just about anywhere you walk out in the woods, somebody has thrown away a tin can or a plastic bottle or any kind of trash out there that you can use in a survival situation. For sure use it. I've never had any luck boiling water with a plastic water bottle. Every time I've tried it, I've usually got a pinhole leak in it. But I just wanted to show you this last pack. I don't have it packed up with anything right now, but this is just a backpack with a couple of different compartments, and inside of it is a water bladder. The hose runs from the back down a shoulder strap into a bite nozzle. But this bag here, I like it because of the water bladder, and it has several compartments to store things, and I'll go over this in another review one day. But this is a real good bag, and you can fit a lot of things into it. This is more than just a day hike out in the woods. I usually wear this one if we're going camping or hunting. We do a lot of hunting here in Alabama, and this is one of the things that I always bring with me on a hunting trip. Well, thanks for watching. This is Alabama 0215. Have a good one.